Hello and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright trilogy, or as I like to call it, Phoenix Wright Revisited. So we're actually going to go back to where we last left off, namely at a quarter of a way into chapter 4. Which is Turnabout Goodbyes. So let's go back and go into the trial of episode 4. Already in progress. December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma is the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a career in his 40-year. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of persecution, Wright. A god!
Not a single case?
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forged evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10.
So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something like that.
And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20.
That's pretty ruthless.
Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya. Her Japanese name is Mayoi. And her sister is Chiharu. So, if I do write it in description, Mayoi and Chiharu, that's Mia and Maya. They're Japanese names in the anime. And in Gakuten Taiwan. We could really be using Mia use help right now, don't you think?
I can't. Sorry. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach.
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh, man. What bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so. What are you whispering about? It's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma? Is the prosecution ready? Fool! You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right! My apologies, Von Karma. In high definition!
Easy, you got the chat scared.
Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something?
How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Okay, Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's up first. Let's see how this goes.
Did we mention him? The precursor to her. Describe the incident. No!
Yes, sir!
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please, take a look at the... please, take a look at the map.
The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake.
At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went toward the boat rental shop.
So we get the overhead. Testify to the court about the arrest. No! Wait! Mr. von Karma! Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Oh, in high definition. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role.
Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not!
So here we go with the testimony. The arrest of Edgeworth.
Now we see here. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. No! They're just like... The rest of Edgeworth. Well, let's start pressing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge! Here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. There's your pistol bullet. Why is that?
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon?
A pistol.
Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right. Sorry, Your Honor.
And what you say now is the phone.
The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
What about the pistol made it decisive evidence?
He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat.
I think it's a boat.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What?
Order! So, Miss Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, this is the weapon in question. I accepted it to evidence. Murder weapon, 22 cal, fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective!
Yes, sir.
Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol?
Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick? What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
He's glaring at me.
Very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Eh? Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shots. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. He cut off the music. This pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Can we get the music cut back on, please? Can we turn the music back on, please? Thank you. Order! Order!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Thank you. Well, Judge?
I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However,
ho. You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge!
yes.
What are you doing? A 10-minute recess! Now!
But wait,
Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man!
Yes! The fuck?
This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway?
I know, right? December 26th, 11:09 a.m., District Court, Lobby Number 2. Lobby Number 2. What happened here, we don't know. Oh, okay. December 26th, 11:09, 8 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Edgeworth! I was just wondering what happened here. What's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the mortar weapon. I'm definitely gonna check the. I'm gonna check the footage after this. I swear.
And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo.
True.
Was that you in the boat?
Game. Game.
Game!
Game is tripping balls there, man. Yes. It was me.
What?
But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I don't know.
You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I cannot say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That is the only explanation I can come up with.
Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I'm no good for anything you might make. If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Aww. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really?
Whoa! Right! Don't jinx this case any more than it already Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It is bad for my heart. Oh? Oh? Oh!
Sorry. I never knew he cared.
Court is back in session. Mr. von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Mulatto in high definition! Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university.
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
I'm wearing a Bluetooth. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
Witness count, here we go. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't there a thing on the boat. There wasn't there a thing on the lake but that boat.
Another 6. Okay. Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately! As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes. It was the defendant, Miles Edgeoff.
Dude, stop snapping the fingers. You're making the game Bork, okay? Von Karma, you're making the game Bork!
Order! 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 I will have order!
I'm making my own tonight, damn it.
Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant.
Now hold the fuck on, man. Wait! Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination. We have photographic proof! What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court?
Nick. Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? You really think there was a contradiction with the facts of your testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right. Let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this.
I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. And this is the witness account of Lotta Hart. Von Karma is breaking the court right now. He's also breaking my recording. Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Damn, son. Oh ho ho! What does the witness' motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well then, say it already. Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Yeah. I'd still press further on that.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah. Well, of course.
I'm telling you, Von Karma's breaking the game. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
Then there was another bang.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. I'm still present.
How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scan the whole lake?
It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Ho, ho, ho. Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I... Sustained! Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor! You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? I thought I was understand.
Nick? Lana's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it! Hold it!
Oh, somebody said hold it.
Here.
Who was that?
It was me.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lonahart! Your testimony stinks! It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth! This is a matter of life or death! Lana! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire a pistol?
You will stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense outburst.
Answer me, Lana!
What's the big deal? Treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him. I swear I saw Edgeworth.
The objection is strong in this, I'm telling you. Enough! Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. God! Escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. Wait!
Wait, I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ho, ho, ho. In high definition. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong. Wrong!
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order! 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 You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court!
No, I am! If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me!
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya. In the back it says Mayoi, but he's saying Maya.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright! Begin your cross-examination. Thank you. That last statement. And the only thing I had to do is the following. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. This objection has been brought to you by the National Enquirer.
Gotcha. Gotcha, Mrs. Hart. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally!
What? You got what?
Look at this photo. Look at this photograph.
The photo I took?
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet, you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
Ah! Ah!
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please! Yet, now she has said it, Mr. von Karma. How could you possibly say Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself! Miss Hart?
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sight. I did it. I finally found a hole in your von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. Yeah, that's a good question. How was he seen? And now.
You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
Binoculars. Not binoculars. Binoculars. You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. So let's see. 2, 3. Binoculars?
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yeah, I want to press further. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower.
So to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Face look.
Objection!
I object to this. Strongly. Firmly. With a patted hand. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie!
Says who?
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Ugh! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly was she photographing?
Yeah, about that, sir.
I got this. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this, a newspaper article? Goldie? Ah, the sighting at Gold Lake.
Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see. You proved that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this goatee?
Oh, yeah, I have proof.
I have it. Proof!
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it.
And no joking around this time, please.
What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Goldie, the lake monster?
Well, what else? The camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, the photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And this, and here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond. That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lords that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that. The witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing!
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart? Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please. Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Lada's new testimony.
Actually, I'm not a research student at the university. I'm an investigative reporter. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
Gang!
I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I haven't even done anything yet, ass.
The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Objection!
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
To get through his part, yeah, that's one thing.
I mean, ha! That would be a first. Von Karma, we need to talk.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. The game must really hate Von Karma. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miles new testimony.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Objection!
I object to the bullshit. This bullshit has been objected. Miss Hart,
Were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Ah!
order! Continue, Mr. Wright!
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well,
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there, no.
Miss Hart! Are you saying that you were not watching the booth then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't feeling really. I was just, I thought, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got the photograph, you got proof!
Still, we can't say who is shooting who is.
Right. Right! That's why I took this photo
And did what? Witness. That's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality in my book. Should they see who's who?
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show it. Miss Hart! Look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Objection.
Because it does not exist. Sir, the black monster does not exist. But this does.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool!
Never fuck with a grit, okay? You never fuck with one of the grits. A girl raised in the South. You never fuck with them. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. Ho ho ho! And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to win. This trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this! There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do?
I say I object to this.
Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be?
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing.
I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo.
Well, I'm looking dead at what the problem is right here. Come on now. Okay, stop. Yeah, I'm looking at it right there. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you.
I'll show you the evidence that
Left hand contradicts.
the weapon itself.
The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Three count out.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
The victim itself. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim
was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
Objection. I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance.
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? A meter? That's 3 feet!
Oh! There is no way it could have been suicide.
Order! Order! Mr. von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Robert, autopsy report. Commodore, sometime on the 25th or sometime on the 24th or 25th. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. I see. With the sirens blaring in the distance. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
And a crime is happening in progress. And the rates seem reasonable.
December 26, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew. That was a close one. Hey! Don't you have anything to say?
I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he did commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. What? Do not give me that look! I did not kill him! I was just kidding around. Look. I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh. Right. I had to fight. Oh, Angelo, goddamn. What? I fought. Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That is all. Would it kill you to say... Would it kill you just... Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thing situation? I'm just gonna say, yeah. That makes sense. I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So, the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Last deposition. I heard two gunshots I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight on Christmas. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop here like so. To drop a salve like so. And in the next part, we go into a later day investigation. So stay tuned, more of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Revisited right after this. Thanks so much for watching.